Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NDA podcast. I'm Gronk. I'm joined by Eli, Kevin, Wex, and we have some very, very exciting news for you all. We actually have a new playoff format. Yes, I said it, a new playoff format. So, what's going to happen is we're expanding the playoff bracket from 8 to 10 teams. Now, what will happen is the 7 seed will play the 10 seed, while the 8 seed will play the 9 seed. This will happen in the first week while the top 6 seeds get a bye. Now, the way it will go based on the seeding is the highest seed that advances will play the 2 seed, while the lowest seed will play the 1 seed. Say, for example, the 10 seed wins and moves on, the 10 seed will play the 1 seed. And then if the 7 seed moves on, that seed will play the 2 seed. Make sense? I think it makes sense. I think I explained that pretty well.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
You get one clap.
And first try
One
as well.
clap.
First
Wow.
definitely didn't butcher the first one. Nah, we
What?
move.
First one? What are you talking about? This is the first
I don't
one.
know. I don't. This is definitely not.
This is definitely the first one.
No, I don't remember a different one. Anyway, so that's the new playoff format. I think the doc will be updated eventually in due time, but very exciting. We now have 10 teams being able to move on instead of 8 as it was previously due to the expansion of the league. So very, very promising stuff, very nice stuff. I think it's very fair, and it gives everybody a little break if you make it to the top 6 seeds. So
if you're like actually good.
or if you struggle with differential and things like that, there's some leeway. There's some leeway.
There's
9 and
definitely
10
a lot
you
of
can
leeway.
sneak in and make a little Cinderella run. Shout out March Madness.
Redemption arc.
The redemption arc going in strong. All right. With that being said, that's the new playoff format. Hopefully, you guys understand. If not, just shoot me, Kev, or Wex.
Or Ryder, not me.
Or Ryder.
Do not mess
Eli.
with me. Do not mess with
Everyone
me. I will
message
block
Eli
you.
and say doubles.
Oh yeah. Now we're
No,
only gonna
I
message
will
Eli.
block those
Doubles.
people.
Doubles?
All right.
Question mark?
All right, but moving on, we do have to preview some games for this week. And at the end, we'll touch on the game of the week for week 3, which is Mao versus Will. But we'll get into that soon enough. But first, let's talk about Rooster v. Ryder. Now, what do you guys think is going to happen with this one? This is
Ryder in 2. Ryder in 2. 4-0. I have no faith. I have no faith.
Jeez.
His Yuli he haircut can go to the streets. Okay? That guy had RNG. Jesus smiled upon him last week, but he will smile on Ryder this week moving forward. And I'm telling you, Ryder, if you're playing a game against Ryder will get the hacks, not you. I don't care what you did the week prior or 2 weeks prior. Ryder's gonna crit through some screens. He's gonna get high rolls. He's gonna dodge the will-o-wisp, the lovely kiss, whatever it takes. Ryder will get it done in 2.
I'll agree.
That,
I think Ryder will win in 2, but I'm not going to base it off of just pure emotion or hacks because that's a little unrealistic. But I do think Ryder has a decent matchup going into.
Is it not part of the game though?
It's part of the game. It's part of the game, but I mean, unlike singles, doubles comes down to strategy, right? Cooler strategy than singles, might I add. So I think Ryder, in all seriousness, has a better matchup than what Rooster is seeing at this point.
Yeah, Rooster has to be super creative just to have a chance, just to win a set. In my eyes, he has to be super creative with it, which apparently has been done. Okay, apparently, Rooster has the.
Listen, he brought out Max
capability.
Hunchbacks.
Yeah, Max Lax. Okay, Max Baby Lax to be exact, was a pretty cool bring, I must say. Now, Ryder probably took note of that and will have something against that because, redirection belly drum is a thing. It's actually pretty common.
Well,
and I know
Walrein, I think Walrein also gets belly drum, and he has a redirection mount in Togetic. Does he not?
Oh boy.
Does Walrein
here
get
we
belly
go.
drum?
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Does
You're telling me a Walrein is a win condition? Where?
listen? I think Mao had him last year. He goes off. He's decent. He's decent.
Where did
Imagine running offensive
for
Walrein. Wow. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, I just checked it. Walrein gets belly drum, guys. So, and
oh my
he gets
goodness.
Oblivious or Thick Fat. Oblivious is good for reducing intimidate, but I think you run special most of the time anyway. So, no, you'd be running if it's belly drum. He's running physical.
So Eli, you talked about how Walrein's a threat. Walrein finished 6th last year for kills with 16 kills with only 7 sets played and 4 games played.
So like what? Like do you just intimidate? Like do you just like I don't know? Do you like swagger the freaking walrus and then like it becomes big and clicks the buttons? Like, well, I understand water and ice is hard to switch into, but come on, look at the base.
It's Oblivious, so like you still can get confused. You just can't be infatuated, taunted, or intimidated. So you still can get confused. So the swagger option really isn't there unless you want to run like a confusion, fixing berry. I think Lum does that.
Like what does a walrus do?
No, I mean it's decent. It is decent. I don't know about this matchup. I was just highlighting that that's a possibility. Which
had the second highest kills to sets played ratio. I think Avalok had the top of 3 or something, but like
it definitely got an award last season.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was C tier modded the season or something like that.
It won best C tier. Do people not know how to switch into this thing?
I mean, obviously not.
You have people draft bulky waters in this thing, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, well, I mean.
But then what if Walrein is mixed with freeze dry? Like, does it even get? I'm pretty sure it got freeze dry and Swords Dance this gen. So like, the hell?
No, a freeze dry is illegal, I think. Or else it just doesn't get.
I'm gonna be so mad if Walrein
doesn't get freeze dry.
I'm looking at this team and like, honestly. Who wants to take anything from Calyrex? Like, I'm not sure what the distribution on Suck. I know Suck Punch is pretty well distributed, and so is whatever else. But looking at his team, who wants to come in on anything from Calyrex on Ryder's team?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just sack something and then move on with your life, I guess.
Like it's gonna be tough. Like I feel like if Ryder can deal with Calyrex, I like his matchup against the rest of the team. I do like Gigas Weezing.
He is a big fan of the Gigas Weezing, I must say. Gigas Weezing is a Rooster classic, I must say.
If Ryder sees it coming, I feel he's definitely gonna run Poliwrath, maybe Max Poliwrath as a bit of something. Looking at teams,
yeah, Poliwrath would be a great brain.
I'm gonna.
Poliwrath does get water absorbed for the Walrein, so
that's what. Yeah.
I mean,
they're on the same team.
Yeah, so that's kind of counter.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be 2-1 to. If Ryder can deal with Calyrex, I can see it being 2-1 to him. But if Ryder wins, I won't be surprised. I'd say that.
All right, so Eli says 2-0
Ryder.
to Ryder. I say 2-0 to Ryder. Wex, you're saying 2-1 to Ryder?
2-1 to Ryder.
And then Kev, what do you say about this match?
I'm thinking going 2-0 Ryder. I think as we saw in the NDL, Ryder was not very happy with Rooster after he lost the playoff match. So I think Ryder's gonna come crazy this week. I've never seen Ryder that frustrated in my entire life. So Ryder's bringing out all the stops this week, and I think he's gonna. I like the Walrein plays as well, and I think that Ryder wins 2-0. That's what I'm going with.
I like that. That.
Also, I think it's worth mentioning that the previous 2 weeks Roosters played, he was in a position where he could have lost, but was somehow able to sneak out a 2-1 victory. So who knows? He might be able to do the same thing this week.
Cap.
I mean, you never know. Rooster, he is pretty good. So he can get dubs. You got to be careful. Definitely.
Yeah, when RNGesus is smiling on him, I guess, but the luck's gonna run out eventually.
Well, I mean, RNGesus isn't mistakenly not using Tailwind or not doubling into Wheezing. It is a second Protect in a row, but that was like only one play, so kind of offsets the invisible Focus Sash on the Porygon as well. But I digress. We move. All right. So, next game that we're going to preview here, Gummy v. Griff. Gummy v. Griff. What do you guys think about Gummy v. Griff?
That's interesting. All right. I had trouble with this yesterday. Is Griff the one with the Zekrom?
No.
Calyrex
Griff
and
has
Urshifu.
Calyrex Ice and Urshifu.
Okay.
Solgaleo kind of goes burr here.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
Talonflame.
a Talonflame Urshifu lead could be difficult for Gummy.
Yeah, that would actually be really good.
Solgaleo and Spectrier get kind of clapped by Urshifu. And
Urshifu's fighting type.
We're talking about Calyrex. We're talking about Calyrex being a difficult mon to switch into, or Urshifu really is another one of those mons. It's like, how do you switch into this? You know what I mean? Because the Shifu move is just so broken. Oh my
Wicked
goodness.
Blow is disgusting. Yeah.
It is so disgusting.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I would think that Griffin has a really, really good matchup going into this week. Because he has super effective moves on Urshifu that can hit into Solgaleo, or Solgaleo, whatever you want to pronounce it. Spectrier, Porygon, mons that Gummy has brought and has had success with. More Pico as well. So I would not...
what are Gummy's
resist to that thing? How does Gummy resist Urshifu?
It's looking like an offensive Togekiss to me this week. I think we're going to see Britney Spears in action.
Oh, yes! I love
boy.
me some Britney Spears, dog. Yes, sir.
No. I mean,
I think if Britney Spears gets her scope length super luck going for Gummy, I really think that again, Gummy's coming off the Rooster game where he just had it in the palm of his hands and it just disappeared. Thanos snapped away from him. So he, kind of like what Kev said, like with Ryder coming different with, a man with a plan. I think the same can be applied for Gummy against Griff. I'm going 2-1 on this one. For the cool Gummy Bear, the CGB. You know the vibes.
You said 2-1 Gummy or 2-1 Griff?
2-1 Gummy.
I'll say 2-1 Griff. I think Griffin has a really good matchup coming into this week, and he has a lot of mons that can do a lot of things. Like Milotic is always going to be a threat, especially this week with the lack of coverage. If granted that Thwacky doesn't come, and Morpeko isn't really a major threat in this area. Competitive on Milotic is super good, as long as you can get up coils, raise your defense, and raise your accuracy for the hypnosis. I mean, it can go off like tremendous. So I would say 2-1. I would say 2-1 Griff. I like what I'm looking at here. I like the options. I think he has a good shot.
Do you know what? For the first time ever, I'm going to agree with you fully, and yeah, I can see 2-1 Griff as well. Don't agree on a lot, but I feel like there's one we can agree on just because I'm more and more looking at Urshifu Talonflame and read more like it. I can see Togekiss, obviously, like Kev said, like Britney Spears being played. But overall, I think that Griff might have the upper hand in the matchup. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say about it. And in the end, if Calyrex can just come in sweep up whatever's left, maybe.
Or even just have Urshifu in the back to max and sweep while Talonflame sets up with something else. It's always an option.
Well, Talonflame, Tailwind Calyrex probably will outspeed Solgaleo. I know Spectre will probably kill Calyrex if that's the case, but if it's out. If not, Calyrex that can outspeed Togekiss and Solgaleo.
Mm-hmm. I'll be very satisfied if I see a Talonflame Electabuzz lead. I think that'd be pretty cool. I want to see that. But Kev, what do you think?
I'm going 2-0 to Mr. Cool Gummy Bear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think Crit Kiss goes hard. I think Griffin has nothing for Solgaleo in the back, and I think that Gummy will out-prep Griffin and cover his weakness as well, and I think Gummy will win 2-0 and bounce back.
All right. Good stuff here. All right. Next matchup to be concerned about, Quartz v Germ. So let's
so this is the battle of the blunders, right? Because we got Quartz here clicking Reflect. We got Germ maxing with Specs Ments, totally not nullifying Specs there. This is literally a game of who is going to make more mistakes. I think if both coaches can limit their mistakes, they'll have better chances to win. But of course, based on what the last 2 weeks have shown us, it's easier said than done for them to cut their mistakes down. I must say. I'm gonna let y'all, but y'all can figure that out. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this match. It is. I don't know if it can get any closer than this one.
I'll say one thing. I feel like Quartz is going to bring Ditto and just try and rob that station straight off the bat. Like if it's easy, he's just going to try and get it straight away. Because other than that, it's not looking too hot for Quartz. I know he had a few rough first 2 weeks, but even if he can take that, like his only other option is aggro maybe? Then Zacian. Even then,
but doesn't Zacian get
Zacian for that? Yeah, Zacian gets a fighting move, which OHKO's aggro.
Yeah.
It's not looking too hot here for him to be
No, it's not.
Like,
I think it's another Torracat week. Torracat week for sure. I mean, he ran Specs Salamence last week, but like, it's a physical attacker for the most part. Like
he didn't utilize Specs Ments properly. That was the conclusion. And maybe he'll go back to the offensive. Maybe D dance, dual wing beat, or something of that nature. But yeah, Zacian kind of hard to switch into. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I
think Germ has a fantastic matchup this week.
I agree. I was just gonna say, I think Trick Room just goes ham if you can get Glastrier in. I think one play that you could possibly see from Germ is leading Chinchino Espeon and using a Scarfed Chinchino to set up after you Trick Room, and then hitting Teleport on the Espeon to get a Slave Switch out the next turn. And if it dies, it dies. It did its job, and then Chinchino just hard switching or doing whatever. But I think that could be another great play. And then you get in Zacian and then Glastrier, max the Glastrier, and go absolutely ham. I think that could be a very solid play. It could be something you see.
Zacian in Trick Room when it's the fastest thing on the field. Very interesting prediction.
Well, it just offers more coverage and it does a lot. It's such a high damage dealer. It'll be nice paired with the Glastrier, or you could go Executor. That could also be very good this week. But we'll see. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I think, no. Actually, that doesn't really.
No, I think it's not a bad strat. It's certainly something out of the box. It's just a matter of picking the correct mons to go inside Trick Room. Zacian and Salamence aren't exactly the greatest candidates of that, but definitely the Egg and Glastrier are way better candidates of mons that can abuse Trick Room for sure.
and Vaporeon, but you also can't sleep on Berserker. So there's a couple.
Berserker in TR is also very good. Heavily slept on. Steely Spirit, Tough Claws. Combine that with a Life Orb. Click some buttons, right?
Yeah, it could do things this week if you're worried about speed specifically. So, I mean, for that reason, I think I'm gonna go Germ 2-0. Not just because it's Trick Room, but because that's always gonna be an option, especially against Quartz's team.
I think Glacier can function out of Trick Room. Like, how's he killing it? Let's be honest. What does he have to hit it?
Torcat switching out just intimidate spam. I think
that's his entire team. I think you can one-bop it maybe with these. I don't know. I think Glacier could function outside of Trick Room as a max just because it's got nice general bulk. It has a really great matchup. So I don't even think he needs Trick Room, but it is always beneficial for Glacier to be in Trick Room. But
I just wanted to point it out because I think it'd be cool tech to see. Listen, I'm trying to make it more exciting. I'm trying to have like exciting plays happen. Stop being like realistic. But yeah.
What were you saying
I
for this matchup?
I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Germ. I was gonna lean towards Quartz.
I like that.
Quartz wasn't gonna lose again. But
2-1 Germ. Count me in as 2-1 Germ as well. Quartz will somehow, I feel like it's going to be one of those where it's like Quartz will, copy the Zacian and get away with that, and then Germ can play around that on the other two sets, for sure.
Okay, so to recap, 2-1. I said 2-0 Germ.
And I'm going to say 2-0. I'm going to agree again. I'm going to say 2-0 Germ as well.
Okay, so 2 2-0s and 2 2-1s. Interesting stuff. All right.
You had to avoid the agreeing with Justin penalty there, so that was a good call, Wex.
He did agree with me, right? I said 2-0.
Yeah.
I agreed with Kevin with 2-1.
Oh, I thought Wex said 2-1. Never mind. Then.
Nope.
Okay, Wex can still get the penalty.
Oh, that's only for the next match where you go through Justin against Riolu.
Oh boy.
Number one rule here is if you bet on Justin, it's -6 points overall for the.
Okay, so we're all going 2-0 Riolu right then.
Easy.
Yeah, for the points.
That's no fun. That's no fun.
Though honestly, looking at it, I kind of do like Justin in this. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know that oh god, I have hiccups. I know that Riolu has Crook and to deal with the Dialga, but overall, Rillaboom here just kind of goes burr.
Does it though? I mean, Rillaboom don't want to hit it. Don't want a hurricane in the rain. That's all I'm saying.
True.
It did not want a hurricane in the rain. We got a rain matchup this week, and I don't think Rillaboom wants a hurricane in the rain.
Yeah, but Tornadus doesn't want thunder in the rain.
From who? Dialga?
Jolteon.
Maybe. Oh, Jolteon. True. Jolteon we could see Jolteon this week.
Bro, Justin is hiding and taking all these.
Right.
He is sweating.
He is in he is in the lab right now. Like,
no, I have already made my team. My team's already done. Don't worry about it. I've already made the team. I know what to expect this week. I don't think I'm ready.
But do we bet on Justin even though it's a -6 penalty?
Well, you just have to agree with my prediction. My prediction.
If Justin says 2-0, then we can go 2-1 Justin and play.
No, you know what? No, fuck you guys.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm saying 2-1. I'm gonna win 2-1.
What?
Do you back the 2-0 or do you not back the boy?
That puts us in a rough spot.
That puts us in a rough one right there.
All right, no, I'm going 2-0. I believe myself.
2-1.
I think I have a good matchup. I have 2-0.
I'm going 2-1 Justin.
There we go.
I'm leaning. I don't. It's the points, man. If it wasn't for the points, the points are very important. You don't understand.
I think I'm gonna lock in a 2-1 Riolu this week.
Oh,
What? Wow.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, boys and girls.
I thought we had. I thought last week was a joke. I thought last week was a joke.
Kevin?
I think that
what we
Riolu.
had was special.
I think Riolu has the means necessary to counter Dialga, Rillaboom, Jolteon, and those things that maybe want to come this week. I think Riolu has the best way to counter it. And I think that he's going to pull off a 2-1. I think Justin will give him a hard fight. I think if Riolu preps properly, takes its time, I think I'm going 2-1. Locking it in.
I'm going to say 2-1 Justin. Yeah.
Thanks,
What's Justin, baby? That's all I gotta say.
At least I know who my real friends are. Anyway, let's move on.
Just a real love
next
card?
match, we have Kev versus Harrison.
Triple H. Triple H.
Well, how do you guys feel about this one?
Hungry Harrison.
Yeah, how y'all feeling about this one? I kind of want to see how y'all feel about it.
And Hungry Harrison needs to chill out. First of all, he's very disrespectful in the game chat. Sometimes need to tone it down a little.
Only
bit.
to Ramdoza. Only to Ramdoza.
Only to Ramdoza you're allowed to be disrespectful. Everybody else, let's be civil and be cordial about it. Okay.
Okay.
Kev, how you feel about this matchup? Do you have a good record against Hungry Harrison? Do you not?
I've played him the first week last season. I won 2-0. I played him in the tournament in off season, and I believe I won 2-1. I think it was actually. He took a game off me, but I mean tournament's a little different, obviously, because you're not building beforehand. But I'm excited. Harrison has a bunch of new transactions this week. Got the Charizard now for Sun, Groudon. He's got the Dracozolt, which I can only see using Hustle because he doesn't have any sand. So I'm seeing Dracozolt as a max option only, unless you want to miss them attacks with Hustle.
We see the. Is that an Inteleon?
Yeah, that is. He just picked it up. I guess he still wanted some water, even though he's a Sun team. So he dropped Prim, added Inteleon for a speedy water, and beat here.
If he gets the crit with Inteleon, doesn't that ignore the sun of the effects of harsh sunlight? If he gets the crit,
I'm not sure about that one.
I'm sure if crits ignore sunlight. I don't know how that would work.
I know they ignore like stat, drops or whatever.
Yeah, they ignore screens and stat drops.
Mm-hmm. I would say that the sun would still affect it. I think I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it. But if I had to bet my money on it,
I ain't got time to run we don't have time to run the calc today.
Let us know in the comments below.
If someone run that calc in the comments, please. What a crit snipe shot in the sun does. Let us know.
Well, in sun and then out of sun. See which one does more damage.
Yeah, that's very important too. And then Greet It might be the most important transaction out of the 4. Hold up, wait a minute. Greet It in Trick Room. Hold on.
Belly Drum, bro. His bottom 3 set up Trick Room with Musharna, and you bring in Fungus and Greet It, and you Rage Powder Belly Drum.
Ooh.
With them cheeks.
With them cheeks.
Could be.
That's a really big chungus, I must say. Greet is a very big chungus.
But I'm excited to see this Sun matchup. I think I have thought about some ways how to deal with Sun, so we will be properly prepared. And I'm gonna back myself. I'm gonna go 2-0, as we do.
I'll agree.
I'm gonna agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I'm gonna say 2-1.
All right, I was gonna say, can't everyone just hop on the Kev train to?
Well, here's my thought process. I mean, Thundurus gets a dark move, so Musharna just probably dies if you just lead Zamazenta Thundurus, right? You just double into the Trick Room threat, and then what happens to Greedent? I mean, you have Zamazenta.
Yeah,
right?
doesn't Appa go yip this week again?
Yeah,
like
it really
not really.
Well,
I mean, Charizard and Groudon are very good matchup. And Drake is a...
You get Wild Charge. You get Play Rough.
You get Wild Charge for that.
You get Wild Charge, Play Rough. You get Solar Beam.
Do you get Rock Slide on Zamazenta? I think we would.
No, you do not.
Yeah. I don't know.
No rock moves. But
I still think in the back when the sun is gone, maybe. Or if he just doesn't bring sun at all, that's,
could be interesting if he does decide to do that. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm ready for the sun matchup. I don't think I've ever played Groudon. I don't remember playing it, so I'm excited to play it. But yeah, 2-0. I appreciate the support.
Okay.
2-0. I think we can move on. I don't want to reveal the text coming this week. We got some heat though.
All right, we move, and we move on to Wex versus Mac. So
that game.
I've off with this one.
Here we go. All right, let's see. Does Trick Room work? Of course it does. Yes, Stack and Hatterene with Indeedee female. So I mean,
come on.
Wex
it's writing itself.
No. I mean, I'm gonna say I have some thoughts in my head about what I'm gonna do. I haven't made my team yet. I have some predictions about what I'm gonna do. I have options for most of his leads. There's one or two that I'm still thinking about currently, but I'm kind of low key confident. I'm not gonna lie. I have ways to win. I know, if he leads Indeedee Stack, I know what's coming. But,
you already know what time it is at that point. You see Indeedee Stack, you already know what time it is. Yeah.
I have one or two thoughts down. Okay, I could do this, could do that. Obviously, if he leads Indeedee, obviously then fake out. I can't fake out shit. If I have an end show, stuff like that. So being able to block Trick Room, that's going to be the big thing.
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh, shut up.
Excuse you. You are.
No,
you're excused.
on a real, I'm not. I have a few thoughts in my head about what I'm going to do, but yeah, I'm not sure really. Or what my main strategy was. The last few weeks I had a couple strategies. Had the Negros Slow King one in my head for a while, and week one Yveltal just went. But yeah, have Clef Meteor.
Does Yveltal click buttons though, especially if Trick Room comes up?
The thing is though, if Trick Room is up, Stack can just use a rock move and Yveltal's dead.
Right.
Yveltal's a bulky bitch.
Yeah, if you gotta EV that, you gotta EV that properly. I feel like if you EV it properly to tank a Max Rock or something, prop the policy, and then go Max Knuckle and revenge it, or some crazy stuff. I don't know. It really depends on the EV spread that you decide to pick. If you were to bring Yveltal.
If I was, yeah, true.
If.
It's gonna be tough. It has some.
It's gonna be interesting.
I do have techs for Mons lower down in my draft, so I kind of want to use one or two of them, but this matchup is so different.
Yeah, let the C tiers play, man. Let the C tiers play, man. Come on now.
I mean, I brought Lantern.
Lex is gonna say, "Fuck your Trick Room." I'm sending out Fletchinder, clicking Tailwind. Fuck your Trick Room.
Baby talent in the cut. Baby talent in the cut.
How you feeling about it though, Wex? You backing yourself?
I'm gonna say okay. So Mac is Mac. We were gonna have more last podcast, but just times didn't work. So
Return of the Mac. There it is.
2-1 to myself because I want to be confident in myself, but 2-1 myself.
I think I'm honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm going 2-1 Max simply because Follow Me Trick Room is just probably the most skillless and easiest thing to to pull off in any VGC game. It takes no skill to use. There's very limited counterplay around that said strategy. It's too broken. It's too broken.
I mean, I think I already got one.
I'm going 2-1 Mac because of that. I'm going 2-1 Mac because of that. No, what? No, there was something in my chest, dog. Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out.
I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Wex. I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Wex. I think Wex will pull it out. I think Wex will. We'll see what Wex's schedule's looking like, and
he'll find a way. If last week showed you anything, if last week proved to you anything, right? He had a blunder.
Wex will find the crit.
Yep, he'll find a blunder in set 1, and then just lock in sets 2 and 3, and just pull it back in Wex fashion. Justin, what do you got?
I'm gonna go 2-0 Wex. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm seeing some things and some possibilities on his team, like maybe something that he sniped from me that could be really good this week. I'm talking about Mian Xiao here. Mian Xiao with its fake out, very speedy fake out.
And psychic terrain. And psychic psychic
fake out in psychic terrain. That's very good.
Oh, you got a point. You got a point.
You're a great analysis over here.
Yeah, but it still gets close combat.
Can you wide guard in psychic terrain?
You can wide guard in psychic terrain.
Okay, thank God.
Because that's on your side. You just can't go across.
Okay. Good.
But I mean, not even just for the fake out, just for the type matchup. Because in the stack, it's really good. In the Stoutland, it's pretty good. Into Regice and Riolu, it can do a lot of things. I like it. I do like it here. Coaching as well is always valuable. So that can definitely do some things, but there are threats from Ndidi and Hatterene that make it less viable. But I still like it as a possible bring. Situational, but a bring. Yveltal Metagross you can't ignore with the Clefable, with the redirection. Something that you can definitely consider. I don't know, I'll back Wex. Wex has had a really hot start to the season. Max coming off of a 2-0 loss to me, and Wex is coming off of a very, very close one against Will. So I'm a back the boy because I'm not a traitor. I would never ever.
Would you though?
Have I yet?
I don't know.
What did I say? What did I say for Kev's game?
Okay.
I said 2-0.
All right.
I
All
said 2-0.
right. All right. Fair enough.
And I'm thanks to Wex. I back the boys. That's how we do. All right. Moving on.
Last but certainly not least,
we have the game of the week. Mal versus Will.
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
This is a match because Mal has come out the gates swinging for the fences and hitting everything in sight. Starting off 2-0, I think right now 2 seed. Yep, 2 seed in the league. Only down because of KO differential.
I think this is the
I literally
team,
was
right?
about to ask that. I was literally about to ask that again.
The Zekrom team is Mac, by the way.
The Krasma.
How do you guys feel about this?
Does Necrozma go Burr? I feel like Necrozma goes Burr again. It normally does.
I mean, I know Eternatus don't want to see Necrozma.
That's true. Sure. That is very true.
That's for sure.
I know Quash Sableye could come crazy this week. I think
Quash, Prankster Quash.
When does it not come crazy? It takes. What did I say about freaking Mac? Follow me, Trick Room. You want to know another busted strat? Prankster Quash, busted. Why is this still an A tier, bro? Why is this still an A tier? I don't know
what I want to see this week. I want the dragon poison type that is Naganadel to out dragon and poison type Eternatus this week. And I think with Quash it could do it.
What if it was double dance with nasty plot agility?
That's some single shit. All right, let's move on from that.
Oh, come on. You gotta try. Man, if you're a real one, all right. If you're a real one, you would do that. For in Eli's honor, you would double dance. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
He doesn't get a redirection, so double dance is kind of tough in doubles, but shall see.
It also doesn't Naga get ally switch too? That's technically redirection.
Everything.
Ally? Yeah, when in doubt, your opponent's ally switching. This man Griffin brought 3 mons with ally switch against me last week. Ally switch come crazy.
Ally switch is a busted move. You like it forces. It's the one thing like
a mind
game. It's kind of like how in singles you have to predict a double or things like that. In singles you got to predict a double, like he's gonna switch into this, so I'm gonna switch into this. In doubles, it's ally switch. Oh, what if he ally switch? I gotta lock in on this side of the field, lock in on this target because he's gonna ally switch into it. Like that's kind of like one of the coolest things that I've noticed about doubles, simply because of that move in particular, ally switch. Yikes!
Of course, Eli would think that was cool.
What? Is it not? Oh
no, it's frustrating.
Oh my god! I forgot. I get Twitter too. I forgot I have Twitter. Twitter hates ally switch.
No one likes ally switch. Harrison wanted to ban ally switch.
Really?
That was
Harrison.
I don't think that was serious, was it?
I don't know if it was like a serious claim, but I don't think Harrison would be opposed to it if we brought it up. Maybe a couple other people too.
All right. It says VGC players got too many fake friends. They're worried about the wrong ally switch.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Anyway, back to the matchup. I think Cinderace could have a fun time this week.
Yeah.
I mean, Blastoise is always going to be a threat, but when you pair that with a Maractus, you don't have to worry about it so much. The Storm Drain comes crazy. So, G-Max Cinderace into Eternatus. Hell, you could even run Special Cinderace this week. Definitely could.
Scorching Sands, that
Scorching
bitch.
Sands, you get electric coverage. You get
Electro Ball. You get Electro.
Yeah, you get Electro Ball. You get a lot of things, and it could be good. So we'll see what happens. That'd be fun. Definitely consider that, Mal. Please, if you're listening to this point, please consider this option of Special Cinderace. It is very cool, and everybody will love you. Thank you.
Also
other than
consider
that,
Dedede.
Yeah.
The Dedede gets Nuzzle at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like Sandaconda this week. I think Mouse team is very weak to ground. Crosmo Cinderace.
You gotta remember Maractus.
Nah, dog. I'm not.
That's cap. That's cap. Maractus is a B tier. Why? Why is Maractus a B tier?
Okay, when Maractus ends up winning the game for Mao, don't come saying shit next week, okay?
He's gonna max Maractus now.
He's gonna max Maractus. I'd rather max a Blossom. At least that looks cool.
I guess.
I'd rather max a Blossom.
I will not tolerate this.
He just be vibing. He just be doing hula hoop dancing.
Maractus with that 106 special attack. Hold up.
Plus Storm Drain.
It's good. Dude, I'm saying it's good.
Hold up.
Give it like a Giga Drain and like click it on like a G-Max guy. Like, come on now.
Storm Drain.
Man, there's so many things that resist grass. He's gonna be fine.
This thing gets no special moves. It gets Hyper Voice, Solar Beam, and like Weather Ball. That's like about it. That's all this thing's running.
It's grass and normal.
That's its only coverage for special moves. So
that's all he needs. That's all he needs.
Okay, well here's the thing. I just wanted to point this out again. Mao, if you run Special Cinderace, you will be able to avoid being slept by Jinx because you set up Electric Terrain with Electro Ball. I just wanted to point that out. It is an option. It is an option, and it is a good one. And you also would be very.
You also get Scorching Sands for the agency burn. Ooh.
You could.
It's against Will. It's against Will. Everything's going to go against Will, let's be honest. So, I mean, it's an option.
Yeah. hit scorching sands once, his entire team gets burnt.
Yeah,
that's just how it works.
What if it was a spread move where like both mons could get 30% chance to burn each? Oh my god,
that's banned. That's banned by VGC. There's no way. There's no way they allow that.
Imagine.
I don't want to. I'm gonna refuse vehemently. Yeah, but I'm gonna ride the wave with Mao. Will's been pretty unlucky so far, and I think that continues for one more week.
Damn, I don't know if Will can take another week.
I think he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to take it on the chin because unfortunately Mao has been on a really hot streak, and he has a decent matchup. There's a lot of things he can do. On the other hand, there's a lot of things Will can do as well. I mean, I just like the special Cinderace. I like it a lot.
And also with Will, like it's just this schedule for Will. The first half of it is just not very friendly to him.
No,
it was 2 losses against 2 very talented coaches, and now you got
very lucky coaches.
Now you got freaking Mao.
I don't know if I'm 2-0 lucky, but
luck maybe, I don't know. But we move. I think.
Season 2 winner.
You good?
I think Will.
I just cleared my throat. I think I still season 2 winner. Go for you. Sorry, I'm good.
All right. You good now?
I know you got that vaccine, but I think you're coming down with something, my guy.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm taking Mao 2-1. I think Will gets unlucky again, and scorching sand burns ends his entire career.
I'm going Mao. I'm going Mao 2-0. This is just not. This is just. Will's just gonna get unlucky once again. We hate to see it, but you know, history just keeps writing itself here in this league, apparently. So, 2-0 Mao. Get it done. You listen to Justin. You pretty much win, right? Something like that.
No, definitely not. If you agree with Justin, you lose. So don't.
If you vote for Justin, -6. I forgot about that rule.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Will. I'm riding the Will train this week. I think
he's gonna get his first win now.
Yeah, first win. Yeah. Will's gonna come. Will's gonna prep hard. He's gonna outcoach. And I think
the game of the week spotlight shined on that Will kid. Come out.
Will thrives in these situations, and I'm backing him. I'm saying 2-1. No hacks this week.
No hacks.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got to be careful for stealth rocks, right, guys?
Facts. Heavy duty boots on for Corona for sure.
Will should have won. Will should have won just because Wex didn't bring out the memes.
Yeah. I mean, facts. I should have just forfeited that last turn.
Wex, what are you saying?
I'm gonna agree with Kev. I'm gonna say 2-1. But this is what 2-1 to Will. So what's gonna happen? So game 1, Will is going to get extremely unlucky like usual. Cinderace is gonna burn everything with every move he has. Will's gonna get unlucky. He's gonna be tilted. But as we've seen in Will's matches, when Will gets lucky in game 1, he gets really unlucky in the other 2. So for this time, I think he's going to get really unlucky set 1, and in games 2 and 3, somehow there's going to be some hacks involved. Will gets lucky, and Will gets his own little redemption, and wins 2-1 from hacks that he deserves. I'm going to say this: without the hacks that I got in games 2 and 3, Will would have beat me. Like Aegislash, I think beat me.
Same thing with Justin.
Yeah, like
what?
Will
I'm sorry.
Lucky.
Say it with your chest. I don't think I quite got that one.
No, I just coughed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. Just a cough.
You two should be coughing an awful lot.
What was it?
Wow. What was it? Ooh, they're coming strong right now. These coughs.
These coughs are strong, bro. Yo.
Oh, I'm staying over here.
Beat me. Sorry, I'm just in the NDA.
Oh my goodness. Look, all right. Those two need to get vaccinated like today.
Bro, I got vaccinated twice already.
Well, then how are y'all still huffing and puffing? Like,
bro, it's allergy season. What do you mean?
It's their vapes. Gosh.
Bro,
imagine vaping. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
I don't vape. I vape.
I would just like to clarify, I do not vape. What Wex said was a joke. Please don't look at me like a vapist. I am not a vapist.
Yes, please do not vape. It is not good for you. It is not good for you. I don't care what kind of strawberry flavor is in that Juul. Please do not vape.
I think I like bubblegum tangerine sunrise or some shit. Them shits always got whack ass fucking names.
Yup. Weird ass names.
It's like, oh, this sounds like it's gonna taste good. It's like bubble gum, dumb head ass. The fuck. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Dum.
God damn it.
So chill, dumb bubble gum head ass. The fuck up. Y'all remember that vine?
Give me some gum.
Great
Before we finish, Wex, who ended last week with the most points from the prediction table?
Okay, so we'll get up here and we saw if it'll just load up for me. We saw me come in third place after getting Kev's match perfectly correct, my match perfectly correct, and I guess that Rooster would beat Gummy by game on 5 points. For anyone who doesn't know, it's probably on the screen now. A perfect prediction is 2 points. If you get the winner but the wrong score, it's 1, and if you're just wrong, it's 0 points. And of course, new rule this week is if you bet on Justin, it's -6, because why not?
It's just pain. You know what? Fine.
We're probably going to have a new rule every week or something.
Yeah, let's rotate.
Spice it up. No,
singled out.
No. If for next week it should be if you bet on Kev, it's -9.
9.
Oh,
if you don't, who I play next week?
6-9.
Oh, I glitched out a little bit.
Who you betting on next week over me? Who I play next week?
How do you not know your own schedule?
I got Quartz next week. Quartz going 0-4. I got Quartz week 4. This is easy claps over here.
Oh, Quartz, you hear that?
The famous last. Hey, this is the famous last words too. Remember
Quartz,
this.
You hear that? That should be proof enough. Drop Mewtwo and pick up something that's going to absolutely counter Kevin. No other match this year matters at all.
For the
this
point.
season, as long as you beat Kevin, I promise you, everybody will thank you. Okay?
Yes.
Guaranteed. Nothing else matters. Get
That's
your
crazy.
revenge. Get your playoff revenge, please.
Right, can you guys hear me now?
We can.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I don't know where it cut out, but
I don't even think it did cut out, but that's fine.
didn't it?
We're about done anyway, right, boys? I think we covered everything.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to hear who's in second and first. I'm not looking at.
Oh,
this.
I forgot about that. That's very true. Yeah,
I do not
I
have
didn't-
access to the table.
Then, Justin finished on 6 points, getting Kev's match right and his own match right. The only one to get his own match right. And then
You can
predicting
vote
Harrison.
for your own matches. Oh, we don't do that in NDL.
And then Harrison.
No,
That's why y'all have the L at the end.
Ow! Ow!
Didn't
Hey!
even stutter.
Give me
And
my,
then he bet on
give me my
Harrison.
ad money back for that.
He bet on Harrison and Mount win as well, bringing him up to 6 points. And Kev finishes week 2. That's week 1 of predictions. Week 2 of the league on 7 points, getting perfect scores for Harrison versus Germ, his own game against Griff, my game against Will, and predicting the correct winner in Rooster for the game of the week, Rooster versus Gummy, the Locust World. Kevin
Yes, sir.
So it's 7. It was 7-6-5 last week. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty close.
That was very.
I'm at
very
the
close.
top of 2 tables after week 2. Things
Okay,
we
time
love
to
to see.
mute this point. Time to mute this point.
Oh.
Things we love to see. Things
All
we
right, well.
absolutely love to see.
I think that wraps up episode 75. I would like to say thank you to Eli, Kev, and Wex for joining.
God, I almost fell off my
NDA
chair.
podcast.
Oh, God.
Remember, there is a new format for playoffs. Make sure you guys pay attention to that once that is updated on the doc. I think it will be. And yeah, that's it for us. Stay tuned for the next episode where we all shit on Kev and we make sure that he gets bullied into the ground. Now, for me, I'm signing off. Thank you, Eli. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, Wex, for joining me. And we'll see you next time on the NDA podcast. Take care and peace.
You joined us, bro. Peace out, everyone.
Peace, everyone. See you guys later.
Deuces.